Kalen DeBoer and Bama are crushing it right now. Been on a little bit of heater, okay? They kept Ryan Williams, a 5-star plus wide receiver for the class of 2024. They flipped 4-star defensive lineman Antonio Coleman from Auburn. And they got Derek Smith, number 4 athlete in 2025 for us at On 3. Also, they got Zamir Smith, another big-time athlete in 2025. So the bottom line here is Kalen DeBoer cooking a little bit. So what does this mean for Bama? What does it say about the narrative for Kalen DeBoer and company that, hey, is Kalen DeBoer going to recruit? Is he going to be able to withstand the standard out there in the Southeastern Conference? We'll talk about it here in a second, but make sure you're subscribed, Bama fans. We had a lot of y'all join the party. We're glad to have y'all here. No time like the present to lock in. Okay, this is our time of year. When I say our time, I mean us as junkie college football fans. This is the time where the noise kind of dies down around your favorite team. The coverage, the content kind of dies down. Not us here. We're full steam ahead. We're doing as much content as we do during the season. Want y'all locked in right here, so make sure you're subscribed. So here's what I would say about this. Kalen DeBoer, he's doing awesome. He's doing phenomenal. And if this is the level he's going to recruit at in Tuscaloosa, he's going to stay recruiting at this level, grabbing top talent, flipping guys from Auburn, grabbing guys on the defensive side of the ball, getting 5-star plus wide receivers to stay at Alabama. Like, that's massive. Absolutely massive. And there's going to be a minimal recalibration period for Alabama. Now, notice, I did not say there's no recalibration period. I did not say they will win multiple national championships. It means that Alabama will stay in a similar era, similar tier that they've expected to stay in the SEC. Because here's the deal. We know Kalen DeBoer can coach. Even when he got hired at Bama, anyone who didn't like the hire didn't say, well, he can't coach football. The question was always, I don't know if he can recruit in the SEC. 104 and 12 as a head coach, he can coach ball. Can he recruit in the SEC? If he can, and this stays the thing for them, then your question's answered. And you know what it is. Then you know who Bama is. You know who Kalen DeBoer is. And you know you're going to have to deal with them every single year. Here's the thing for me, though. For Alabama, the question isn't can they recruit at the top 10 level. I think by nature of that logo for the next couple of seasons, they should be able to. But my question is, can he recruit at the top 3 level? Because that was what made Bama Bama. Yes, Nick Saban is the greatest of all time. There's a reason for that because he typically had some of the best talent across the country. Like, is it the chicken or the egg? I don't know, but Nick Saban prioritized recruiting, right? Like, they had a top 3 class pretty much every single year he was in Tuscaloosa. So the reason why that's important, if you're recruiting at the top 3 level, it's great. You're one of the top 3 teams in the country. Speaks for itself. But if you recruit at the top 10 level, who are you behind more likely than not? Like, if they recruit and they're the number 9 team in the country on signing day, that's great, but you're probably behind Georgia, probably behind LSU, probably Texas. Who knows where some of the other teams in the SEC are going to start making some moves. Like Alabama, that's great if you're top 10 in the country, but if you're number 5 in the SEC, then that's below the expectation of what you've come to enjoy in Tuscaloosa with Nick Saban running the show. So the question isn't, is this going to be, top 10? It's, are they going to be top 3? That's the real question when it comes to Alabama. Now, here's what I would say, too. The verdict on Kalen DeBoer and his ability to acquire top talent, I don't think we're going to know that definitively until year 2, year 3. Because right now, and Philip Dukes has a really great segment on this on the On3 Recruits channel, Kalen DeBoer, I believe, is recruiting in large part because of what that Bama brand allows him to recruit with. Like, he's recruiting because he's won a lot of games. He plays with a really exciting offense. And quite frankly, Bama is still Bama right now. Like, Bama's coming off an SEC title and a college football playoff berth. Bama is still Bama in everyone's mind. The reason why I don't think we'll know who they are until year 2 or year 3 is what happens when Kalen DeBoer recruits with his Bama, with his product in Tuscaloosa, when they're recruiting behind what he's done on the field. Are they able to still snag top talent and be a top 3 team when it comes to those On3 recruiting rankings? We'll see. But whether it's good or whether it's bad, we're going to have to let it bake a little bit. We're not going to have a definitive answer this upcoming year. Because if they don't get the guys that they want to get, it'll be, hey, I'm not sure about Bama yet. Nick Saban's gone. We'll see. If they land top guys, it's going to be because Kalen DeBoer just played for a national title, and Alabama has got the juice that it had when Nick Saban was there because he was just there. So all that's to say, let things run their course a little bit. If Kalen DeBoer keeps recruiting at this level, great. If he doesn't, well, then we'll learn a lot more about him as a head coach, and we'll learn a lot more about what Alabama is going to be in the Kalen DeBoer era. So this is encouraging. If this is the preview to the movie and this is going to be the trend they're on over the course of the next couple of years, phenomenal. That's great. You really encourage to see them recruit this way. But understand the sample size here is still relatively small. Give it some time. Let it bake. And we'll see where we are here in a couple of years. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.